right, it's time for the After the Show, and Maria Molina and Anna and Peter and I have been busy for the last 3 hours bringing America facts and stuff.
Yes.
Now what are we going to do?
Figures, like Barbie's figure?
Let's talk about the New Year's Eve ceremony. What are you going to be doing? I guess you're going to be talking to people in Times Square?
Yeah, so in the morning, we did it last year where on top of the building where that ball is, it's actually one Times Square, I believe is the address. So on top of the building is the ball, and we'll get to talk to some people like the coordinator of the event for New Year's Eve down there and what they have to do.
Have you been there before?
Yes, I've been there before.
Yeah, I've been there too. It's really a lot of fun. And dress up as, obviously, because it's going to be cold, right?
I noticed.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, chilly.
Yeah, it's really nasty,
Especially,
cold.
It's going to be cold on the ground, but then when you factor in the wind chill up on top of the building,
oh, really bad,
it feels even colder. So the wind chill at the ground is going to be in the teens. We'll see.
One year I was doing it for Dick Clark, and it was 8 degrees.
Oh.
And then the next year, it was 55.
I always loved your coverage on that Dick Clark show.
That
was fantastic.
Well, that is so funny, because I never thought you could stay awake that late.
For you, I did. Only for you. I don't stay awake that late for many folks.
Your daughter Blanche off camera. Daddy, he's on TV. Come on,
He's
Daddy.
sleeping. The father's asleep. Wake up.
I noticed that last year, because I was out there with all the revelers like you were last year. I was doing the bit for all the Fox affiliates.
Oh, so you weren't drunk.
No, I was not drunk out there.
That's good.
There were a lot of drunk people out there, though, even though they aren't supposed to have alcohol. But it's that false warmth thing
which anchors
going
were
on.
Drunk?
No, I don't think any of the anchors were drunk that I knew of.
Oh.
But it is so cold. You know, they've got these police barriers, and I don't think I would do that on my own. It was fun to be out there, but it was because I had an escape if I needed to use the restroom, if I needed to go warm up. These people are warriors to be out there.
I think it's incredible. I mean, we talk about that all the time. They have to get out there at 3 or 4 in the afternoon. They put them into these police department pens, as it were, and if you step out, then you're gone.
You ain't coming back.
And you can't carry any... Yeah, what happened?
I have a confession.
What was your confession?
My family and I, on my first year, we did that. We stood out there.
Yeah. You did?
For more than 6 hours.
But it's tough, isn't it?
It's okay.
It's so tough.
Was it cold or
It
not?
was very cold. For us, we're from Florida.
But the people are nice. The people, they don't misbehave.
They're mostly
It's a big
foreign.
party.
Did you notice
Yes.
that? They're mostly from all over the world they're coming to see Times Square. It's not New Yorkers who are packed out there.
There are some New Yorkers, though. There are some. Yeah, there's some.
It's mainly people from out of town, though, because like Maria, you know, her folks come to town. Okay, it's New Year's Eve. Let's go down there. Here's the one thing, having worked in Times Square, maybe 10 New Year's Eve ball drops, and that is, if you were going to come and you were going to be drinking, you know, drinking. A lot of people drink out of champagne bottles and just share it, or beer or something like that. There is no place to pee. There's just absolutely no place to pee.
Well, there's everyone always has one place to do that.
Which is?
Exactly.
What they're doing right there, Peter Johnson, is they're setting up the Guy Lombardo pens that you were talking about.
This is the crossroads of the world, Times Square. I worked on the Times Square redevelopment, and this has been huge. I mean, more and more people come. It's one of the great tourist weekends, or, you know, now it's in the middle of the week, but it's a great time in New York. A lot of hotel rooms sold, a lot of restaurants being eaten, and a lot of people spending dollars here in New York.
So, Maria, we want to see you down right there at the crossroads of the world, 44th and Broadway tomorrow.
I think as New Yorkers, sometimes we take for granted.
Don't you have the South Soul Orchestra version of Auld Lang Syne? Because these are the Royal Canadians. They're fantastic.
There we go.
You do. We do it. How do you get up so quickly? You never talked about that.
Oi.
Booga.